Yo, what is going on, my people? It is your boy Shez in the building, and in today's video we're doing a little review on Manjaro Linux. Now, Manjaro is one of my favorite Linux distributions. In fact, it is my favorite Linux distribution. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a like, subscribe if you like the content, hit the notification bell so you don't forget to watch my videos. And yeah, let's jump in. So Manjaro is a Linux distribution based off Arch. It basically makes Arch easy to use. Takes a long process of installing Arch with a command line and using all sorts of commands and troubleshooting and trying to get the right drivers. Takes all of that, and Manjaro makes it autonomous and puts a nice graphical user interface all over it. That makes sense? So the Manjaro website, it's a pretty nice website, pretty simple, pretty clean. They have changed it from last time. In fact, they changed it pretty recently. It used to look a lot different. So if you want to get Manjaro, you just press the download button, try it now. It says what you can use it on, and you just download the one you want. Now this is Manjaro KDE. So if you want to get Manjaro KDE, just press this one. Download 64-bit, and yeah, it pretty much starts automatically. So it's very easy to download, right? So when it comes to the installer is pretty easy as well. You just select your language here. Next page, you would select your location, your keyboard layout, your partitions, so what drive you want to install it on and how you want to set it all up. Users, you would want to go over it, make sure you're doing the right thing, and bang, it starts installing and it's done. So once you reboot, you'll be looking at this sort of screen, assuming you installed Manjaro KDE. Otherwise, you'll be looking at whatever desktop environment you decided to install. So in terms of memory usage, I have opened a couple apps. I'm using simple screen as well, so that is using a lot of CPU and it's using a bit of RAM. But despite that, it's only using 750 meg. And with that simple screen running, and if I had not opened other applications, it would be lower. It is KDE, and if memory is an issue, then obviously I'd recommend installing another desktop environment or even other distributions. But assuming you got a relatively modern computer, you should be all good. Performance is not an issue. So in terms of features, let's start with KDE. You have basically all the KDE applications. I'm not gonna go over KDE in this video, but I'm gonna make a video separately on it because it's a really good desktop environment and there's a lot to go over, and I simply won't have time in this video. So in terms of the version of KDE, we got Plasma 5.14, so the latest KDE version, right? So this is a rolling release, so you're gonna get the latest packages and the latest version of whatever desktop environment and software you use, which me personally I absolutely love. But anyway, so you come with all the KDE applications. So in terms of applications that come, so like I just said so many times now, you come with the KDE applications. But other than that, you come with Firefox, Thunderbird Mail, you come with VLC player, media player, you come with the LibreOffice suite, and it also comes with the Steam installer pre-installed. Wrong one. Yes, games. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a relatively light distribution if you compare it to something like Ubuntu. However, if you do compare it to something like Antergos or Arch, it is a little heavier. However, it's not a problem. You can easily uninstall the stuff you do not want. right? In terms of theme, I'm not sure it's the same name for all the desktop environments. But in terms of KDE, it's the breath theme, so it's this sort of blue, orange, black sort of theme. I think it's alright. I think it's nice. You can change it if you want. I have not changed it though. And yeah, so in terms of, let's see what. So in terms of backgrounds, we got these backgrounds. So let's change the background to this. Nice. Change the background to this. Yep. So you come with a few backgrounds. You also have stuff like picture of the day, which I like. I like picture of the day. It's interesting. Changes up your background often. But that's not Manjaro exclusive, but it is part of KDE. Right, so if we get into the Manjaro applications, so if we head to settings, as you can see, we have these, and this makes your life so much easier. So we have the drivers, the driver installers, the driver installer here, and that is detected my Wi-Fi card and my integrated graphics. You can change the kernel, which is, you can't do, and these two, it's fantastic. You can't do this on any other. You cannot do this on stock Arch, or you can't do this on Antergos, which is a pain, simply because I could not install the Wi-Fi drivers on Antergos, but this, it does it for me. Yeah, it takes all the complicated, it takes a lot of the complications with Arch and just takes it out, removes it, makes it a lot easier. So you can control your keyboard settings, your language, packages, and time of day, all of that stuff, user accounts, and yeah, it just makes Arch Linux so much easier. Now, obviously I've said it so many times, it's running Arch Linux in as a base, so therefore it's using the package manager, and you have access to the Arch user repository, which is nice. All the packages are relatively up to date. I will say the official repositories are the Manjaro ones, so there will be a little bit of a delay, but it's only by normally a day or two, so it's still relatively up to date. It wouldn't be an issue for most people unless you're a developer or you really want the latest and greatest. Otherwise, you got the Arch user repository, which I absolutely, both of them combined, you should have most of the software you'd ever need on Linux. Right, it has practically everything, or practically most things. I can't guarantee everything, but yeah, that's why I love Manjaro, because it's not like Ubuntu where you have to go around, find all the different repositories, and then you have to sudo apt to get update, all that long stuff. Nah, mate, you ain't got that. But yeah, now stability. Stability is a mixed bag. I've had a few bugs in my time using it, and there was one time where a weird command prompt thing came up, and I had to type in a certain command to allow my computer to boot. It was FCK or something. Overall, stability is surprising. It's not going to be as good as Ubuntu. That is one thing you should bear in mind. If this is a computer you need for important work or business or whatever, I wouldn't recommend something like Manjaro. However, as a home user and someone who wants the latest, greatest, something that has so much going for it, I'd recommend Manjaro any day. I absolutely love Manjaro. In terms of experience level, you just need to be relatively familiar with Linux, have some knowledge of the command line, definitely, because there may be times where you have to use the command line. Yeah, so overall I give Manjaro an 8 out of 10, 8, 9 out of 10. That's not an official rating, but just me personally, I think stability may be a bit of work, but apart from that, I absolutely love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a nice big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.